This episode is brought to you by Dick Dyer Mercedes-Benz, the first Mercedes-Benz in South Carolina.
And I'll introduce you and then I'll come back around with the name of the show and segue you into it. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. So, hey, I'm David Coffitz. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Cola Guys. George is unable to join us today, but we are back with one of our best friends in Columbia. This is Cynthia Giles. Cynthia, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me again, David.
Awesome. You are so welcome. Always a pleasure to talk to you. But today we have you on as a representative of the Builder Industry Association of the Midlands here in South Carolina. Tell us a little bit about your role with them and what you're doing with them this year.
Well, thank you so much again. I am super excited to be a part of the Building Industry Association as a board member this year and as the chair of their home and garden show.
Awesome. And so that's why I shamelessly asked you if you wanted to come on the podcast, because I wanted our listeners to know that the Carolina Classic Home and Garden Show is coming up in just a couple of weekends, right?
Yes. Yes, I'm very excited. It's our 59th annual Carolina Classic Home and Garden Show this year, and it starts March 14th and it runs through the 15th and 16th.
Awesome. And so where is the show going to be this year?
It is at our amazing state fairgrounds.
Oh, yes. We all know the Rocket. We all know the fairgrounds. So that's always a good place, plenty of room. So tell us a little bit about the show. What do people have, to look forward to this year?
Well, first and foremost, admission is free because of our amazing title sponsors, Bath and Bronze and Plumbing Solutions, which Bath and Bronze is actually based here in Irma with us. David, don't you love that?
Hey, we always love a good Irma business, right?
I know. They are the reasons that everybody is welcome to come for free. It is $5 for parking because it is the state fairgrounds, but you are welcome to come in for free. And what you can expect is over 160 different vendors. We have 50 that are specialized local South Carolina local grown marketplace, which is our team up with the state fairgrounds this year. This is their second time having this locally grown marketplace, and we are honored to have their spring version of it in our home and garden show. And then the remainder 120 vendors are all related to your home. It's like HVAC, electricians, roofers, custom home builders, windows, doors, everything under the sun that you could need for your home, whether you're upgrading, you are remodeling, or you're trying to find a new home, or you want to build a new home.
And so describe this show a little bit. Are these just booths and we're walking around talking with people, or do your vendors get to come in and set up some elaborate setups to, display their products and their services?
Yeah, so it is not like your normal convention center home and garden show. I know we have a competitor in town, but our home and garden show is more like the Macy's Day Parade, is how I like to explain it to people. Our vendors, like you'll see some of our vendors that have been with us for as long as the home show has been around, like Southeastern Savage, will bring out a booth where you can actually walk through a smaller version of their store, and it is one of the coolest things that you get to walk through in our home show. It's like a tiny little museum. But you'll also be able to see, last year I saw a koi pond, and Saludo Hill brought out an entire backyard set where you can play cornhole, and you'll see all kinds of really cool, amazing, vibrant displays. The best part about it is you'll be able to see a huge variety of not only innovative services, but products, and it's all underneath one roof. So you'll be able to ask questions, touch it, feel it, see it, smell it, lift it up, throw it around, do whatever you want with it. But you'll also be able to talk to a professional about what it is you're looking at, and get be one of the first people to have your hands on some of these cool products.
So what are some of the more innovative things that you think, home buyers coming to visit the show might be interested in viewing?
Well, I know we're going to have a lot of solar options for you guys this year, as well as really cool upgraded designs for interior design from garage doors and really amazing energy efficient windows. Last year, we were able to see one of the very first remote control, like lawnmowers, kind of like those Roomba vacuums, but for your lawn. We've seen some really high-end advancements in normal things that you wouldn't think about, like your HVAC system being properly zoned and incorporating all of your uh, v- uh, quality air, quality kind of solutions, all those UV lights and that kind of stuff. There's also a lot of options for roofing. Um, I'm at a loss right now. I don't know what else is actually going to be.
Well, let me flip it around and ask you, because you've just been through a major home renovation. How does a show like this set up someone like yourself, who's a homeowner who's thinking about remodeling their home, get ready for that process?
So, my recommendation as a homeowner who's just gone through all of this is walk through your house and figure out what it is you're looking at getting done this year, because you never know what you might get some savings on while you're walking this home show. The other thing is, when you're walking around and you're looking at the home show, don't be afraid to ask questions about what kind of specials the builders or the contractors have available for the home show themselves. Even if you're not looking to do that remodeling right now, this month or next month, you might be able to capture those savings and get signed up for a future job this year, because a lot of our contractors actually have a wait list. So it's really good to just keep in mind, even if you're not thinking of remodeling your home right now, this is a really good opportunity to get you ahead of the game, get you prepared, get you in front of the different options that you have here, and give you the ability to start thinking about what it is you want to do with your home.
And that's really great advice, because not only can you walk around and see all this really cool stuff, the windows, especially the robotic lawnmowers, right? Because I've seen those crawling around people's yard as we're like taking people around looking at houses. But y'all are doing seminars and workshops as well. So if people kind of identify something that they want to work on, what kind of educational opportunities are there during the home show this weekend?
We're actually not doing any seminars this year.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go back
Yep.
and cut that out.
We decided not to do that, just so you know, because no one ever showed up. So what I've been trying to do is, when you're walking through the home show this year, we've encouraged our vendors to actually give you that one-on-one, hands-on approach. So instead of you sitting down in kind of a boring, stuffy, like lecture kind of feeling, what we're actually doing is giving you the ability to see firsthand, discuss it with the actual owner or with the technician that will be installing it on your house, and then you can see real hand how it will affect you and ask questions without it being in a lecture-like environment.
Absolutely. And so wanting to get I guess, your vendors to be more hands-on, to be more interactive with the crowd and let them see and feel and touch and everything like that, correct?
Yes. Yeah. We're definitely trying to get them to not not everybody in the building industry is a natural salesman, but they all are really good at what they do and they're great at their trade. And so just getting them the opportunity to talk to people and answer questions instead of making it a hard sale, I think will make everybody a little bit happier walking through that home show.
And I assume that the home show is family friendly. So if mom and dad need to bring the kids with them, they're welcome to.
Yes, we actually encourage you to bring your children. A lot of times the giveaways are children focus. There's going to be things that the kids can or that the adults can have, but we can only have so many stress balls shaped like houses or toilets, right? Kids are much more fond of those kinds of things. We're also going to have food trucks and a Kona ice machine out there, so we'll be serving up some of the shaved ice and snow cones. We'll also have a lot of, as I mentioned before, the South Carolina locally grown marketplace put on by the state fairgrounds. That will have a lot of options as well. There's going to be all kinds of fresh food baked here locally, as well as locally grown produce and all kinds of arts and crafts and fun stuff for them to look at. And so it is not just a boring event talking about just your home remodeling. It is everything that you could ever want underneath one roof for your house.
Well, that sounds like a fun weekend, because you can kind of figure out what you want to tackle in the coming year with your home, talk to the specialists that do those types of, products, have those products that do that kind of work on your home, but then go outside and explore, the rich agricultural diversity of this state, because I don't think people realize just how much of an agricultural state South Carolina is, right?
Yeah,
Well,
we
so
grow like the most amount of kale out of any state in the nation, right?
Well, I guess you got to eat kale, right? So it's got to be grown somewhere. And I think you and I have actually toured the farm that grows the most of it. Is located just outside of Pillion, South Carolina. Make sure I say that right. Correct?
Yes, the Ross Farms, correct?
Well,
That was
Raw.
a fun ride around.
Yes, it sure was. So, parking is back in the fairgrounds, like you said. It's $5 for people to bring a carload into the and park in there. Correct?
Yes, and that is probably the only thing you're going to spend money on, except for a cold beverage or two and lunch if you decide to stay long enough.
And what times are the shows each day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? When do you open and when do you close?
So Friday we open at 10 a.m. and Friday morning is actually when we partner with the local high schools here for our workforce development program. And so you'll actually see a bunch of soon to be graduate high schoolers that are walking around and talking to the vendors here, figuring out what they want to go to school for, or if they're going to leave school and go straight into a blue collar job, and help us build our communities up. So Friday at 10 a.m., you'll see all the high school students walking around, and we will close up shop Friday at about 6 p.m. We will have live music on Friday starting at about 1 p.m. in the afternoon. We are very excited to bring in a local musician. His name is Chris Reed, and that is all because of McGuinn Homes and Rytech Electric sponsoring our stage there. And then Saturday and Sunday, we are running from 10 to 5, so 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And again, we will have live music throughout the weekend. We'll see Chris Reed back as well as Brent Lundy. And we'll also have lots of cold beverages for sale. We are very excited to we are very excited to partner with Liquid Assets on our beverage and our bar. So we will have alcohol available for sale as well as cold beverages to go with your food that is available from the food trucks outside.
Well, it surely sounds like you can come down there and make a whole day of this and just, eat lunch with the food trucks. You've got the beverages taken care of. You got some entertainment, buy some fresh groceries and, pick up some new siding and some windows all in the same place.
Yeah.
So, well, congratulations. And I know y'all have a kickoff night on Thursday night before. Can you tell a little bit about that?
We do have a preview party. Unfortunately, it is invitation only. It is only for our vendors and the members of the Building Industry Association. But it's a big party that we look forward to every year. It's where all the builders and the people within our industry can get together and kind of unwind before a full 3 days on our feet, right? So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I've had the pleasure of attending myself, and Thursday night kickoff party with just the vendors there. It's very lively. So anyway, well, listen. Anything else we need to know about the weekend ahead of this?
Yes, actually, I have a couple more things if you don't mind. Um,
Absolutely.
the garden part of the Home and Garden Show is actually something we're trying to bring back in force this year. Instead of just looking at what you can do with your backyard and bringing in our wonderful hardscaping and landscaping experts, we are also excited to partner with Clemson Extension and their Master Gardeners program.
Nice.
They're going to have a table with us this year where you can come and ask all kinds of questions to the volunteers within the Master Gardeners program. But they're also going to have over 1,000 plants for sale, and all proceeds of those plants go straight to the scholarship programs that they fund there at the Clemson Extension. So I'm very excited for that. And then the last thing and the most important thing for everybody is the amount of door prizes that we give away at this event every year. If you are in the BIA Home and Garden Show and you are in those buildings, about every 15 to 20 minutes from the hours of 10 to 5 p.m., we will be giving away a door prize. But you have to be there. And it's everything from gift cards to upgrades to your house. Last year we gave away Chicken Man art and we gave away a $500 gift card from Dominion Energy. And this year I'm looking forward to all the different things that people bring me to donate as well. So
Well, I'm going to be there registering for door prizes because I've been on a roll lately of winning prizes at events that I go to. So I know y'all have got some good stuff. So I will be down there dropping my name in the hat for sure.
I look forward to it. I can't guarantee anything for you. I don't rig anything.
No, it's all fair and square, but hey, it's good that y'all are doing all that to try and draw people in. It's a great time, great way to kick off the spring, great way to think about updating your house, especially if you're thinking about selling your home. So, come down, come to the, Home and Garden Show, the Carolina Classic Home and Garden Show, the weekend of March 14th. And just enjoy yourselves, bring your family, have a great time. Cynthia, as always, it's a pleasure having you on, and enjoy having you here to share this event as a representative of that organization.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Is sponsored by Bell Carrington, Price and Gregg. Bell Carrington is our choice for the best real estate attorneys in town. They are highly communicative and make sure that the closing process is as smooth as possible. With offices in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, they can handle any of your real estate finance, eminent domain, financial services litigation, and litigation needs. Call their Columbia SC office today at 803-509-5078.